going to move your face
Turn it all the way up. It's all the way up.
and laptop.
Okay. You're in place. In place and looking pretty. All right. I'm already warm.
I already changed my name, Samuel Rowe.
Excellent. All right, folks. Friends and neighbors. Well, probably not many neighbors watching this. Here we go. So, we're going to do an animation here. We're going to start with... Here, we'll just...
I don't see you.
You don't see me?
Here it is.
Great.
You don't see me?
Ah, I hear me. I hear me. What am I doing? How about control print screen? That. Okay, now.
I could have did a couple of things more, but never mind.
Do you have the chat up? I do not. I will in a minute.
Oh yes, please go and open your chat. Oh, thanks. Please rest now. Oh, that's you.
That's me. That's me. Now, what was I doing? I've already forgotten. I was getting the restream chat. There we are. And we will refresh. And I will say, good morning, good people and bad people.
Liking go live. Your friend Paul's here.
Paul's here already? Just 4 minutes in? I don't. There he is. Hey, good morning, dude. What's up, Paul? Who's going to win Texas, Paul? Let's see, what's this one? All right, now let's go with lettering. How about the chisel?
Working in the judge office, Biden in.
Glove. Yeah.
Oh. Check the chat.
Oh, wow. Working in the dock office. Biden's going to win. In my county, more people have early voted than in all of 2018. Nice glove. Thank you. far as I understand, the whole shebang hinges on Florida, Pennsylvania, and Texas. We'll see. We'll see. Alrighty. How about... Now, time lapse. The glove is on. Export. There we go. So now, I'm going to post this to Twitter right quick.
It's on.
It's on. To quote Ice-T, it's on, motherfucker, and you can't turn this shit off.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now I do need the mouse. Oh, it's not even here. Be right back. So, next step in the evolution of the stream is to get me into it. I can't wait for the election anxiety to be finished. Well, it might be a while. I have resolved that I am not staying up waiting for California results. I'm going to go to bed when it's time to go to bed. All right. Twitter. Wake up, Twitter.
I'm used for a while.
What's that? You're going to mute?
For a while.
All right. Let's see. How about post? Oh, wow, it's so small. Huh. All right, that's not going to work. I'll have to crop that. No, that's going to take some... Well, you know what? I might as well do it now. Okay. No, I'm not going to do it now. Now is the time to draw. Now is not the time to muck around in Adobe Premiere. So, back to Fresco. New. All right. Oh, now let's get the chat back. Hey, Parker's here too. All right. So, Ed, Parker, Paul here. He lives in Texas, kind of near Austin, I think, but not actually in Austin. And he and I got to hang out, what was that, 2019, I suppose. Yeah. For the environmental thing, EarthX. That's right. So, other folks in the chat, we have Parker in Virginia, I believe. And Ed is up in Montreal. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well. Happy accident, I hope. Let's see. Let's go with one of these. As is my habit of late, I'm going to start with a rake. I just love those. This is like raking the gravel at the Zen garden for me. Oh, yeah. Earth X. Yes. Earth X. Which, surprise, surprise, was canceled this year. All right. Oh, that's too small. Yeah, better. All right. EarthX 2019, the first time to Dallas proper. Oh, wow, really? Is that International Conference of Earth First Activists? Hardly. Hardly. No, this is a very corporate-friendly, big money-friendly, using a lot of resources to talk about how we need to save resources sort of event. No, it, from my perspective, feeds into the you can save the world with your shopping choices sort of mentality, which I think is unworkable, to put it mildly. All right, there's a layer. Now a new layer. How about that one? Greenwash, yeah. Paul, did you actually make it over to the convention center? I know Scott did. I didn't want to be rude in case KMO really liked it. No, it was definitely a greenwashing bonanza. It's nice when conservatives work to conserve the natural world, like when Theodore Roosevelt did it, or organizations like Ducks Unlimited. It's a nationwide group of hunters who want to preserve wetlands so there'll be ducks to hunt in the future. Oh, so you did make it over. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. Let's get some more of this good stuff going. Nope, that's the color I want. All right. Any content suggestions this morning, fellers? Ooh, it's kind of fat, isn't it? Not to shame, but Hey, look who's back. All right. Paul, I think you were only on here briefly yesterday. This is Rose. Rose is far away. Who is FN97? Oh, wait, is that Finn from the new Star Wars? FN9744121P0? Want to become famous? Buy followers? Oh, go away. You, sir, are blocked straight away. Block user. Goodbye. Goodbye. My Texan Uber passenger said that Austin is a blueberry in tomato soup. Wheelbug. Wheelbug, says Parker, as a content suggestion. That's what I'm thinking he means. Which means I need to look up what a wheelbug looks like. All right. Somebody give me something.
Good morning, girls. Good morning.
Ah. Let's see.
And good morning to Parker.
Morning, Parker. So, Parker, can you hunt up
John.
an image of a wheel bug? Sounds like an interesting suggestion.
Did the Uber driver have a heavy accent when he talked about the blueberry soup?
A blueberry in tomato soup, right? Or, yeah. Good morning, Rose. Let's see.
She meant that Austin Blue Democratic and the rest of Texas mostly red Republican.
Yeah, Austin, I would say it's more than just Democratic. It's kind of hippie. What do you say, Paul? How would you describe Austin? Describe Austin to somebody who's not from the U.S.
Larry.
She meant that Austin blue Democrat and the rest of Texas is mostly red Republican. Ah, right. But I asked Paul earlier who was going to win the election in Texas, and he's pretty sure it's going to be Biden. So there must be a few more blueberries around. People are often post them on our "What is this bug?" and asking what they are. Right on. How many Redditors do we have in the house?
It is a uniquely Texas. It is uniquely Texas. And I have both Indian and
Hippies. That's my impression of the place, for sure.
San Marcos is where I like 20. Is where I live. Is where I live 20 minutes south and it's away. And I'm a major Redditor.
Of course you are, Red. That'll be your new name. You're not Ed anymore. You're now Red. Red from Montreal. All right. What are your primary subreddits there, Red? Also, Central Texas is where the American Southeast meets the Southwest, and is where the Tejano homeland begins. Who are the Tejano? It's Paul's turn to do geography and history today.
From Porter, I sent you an image of a
Oh,
wheel,
very good.
wheel bug. I want to check it out.
All right. I will look now. Huh.
Subreddits, Montreal, politics, world news, public freak out, everyday by word.
I've heard of public freakout before. Wow, the wheel bug is freaky looking. Which folder is it in? It's in downloads. Okay, so let's start a new document. And wheel bug, right. Kind of got lost there for a second. Spaced out. Downloads. Wheel bug. All right. Check out this bizarre creature. All right. So it has a little bitty tiny head. Interesting. All right. Just gonna do a quick tracing real quick to get the proportions right.
Oh, I have to go. KMO, I have to bounce. To the work stuff.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
this is the two all.
let's see. KMO, I have to bounce. Stupid work stuff. Please. Rose, pleased to meet you. Toodles, gents.
To this job.
Ed says, the sound of my voice. What's that about? Oh, Montreal, politics, world news, public freakout, murdered by words, Mexican culture of Texas. Oh, that is the Tejanos, or the Mexicans, Texas Mexicans, Texan Mexicans, Tex-Mexers. She is Earth Angel. Who's that? Who's Earth Angel? I'm lost, folks. Ed, the sound of my voice, quotation marks. What's that about?
Check the chat. I was talking about recently launching the Linda Ron. I don't know how to read the last name. Check out the chat. It's a documentary.
Wow, look at these long antennae that are downward facing. How weird.
Hey, Mo.
Who dat? Hi.
Check the chat.
You missed. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss key chat entries. So forgive me. Repeat as needed. What's the key entry I missed?
You just posted it.
Rose, do you see it?
Yes, okay, I'm going to read it again.
Okay.
I recently watched the new Linda, I don't know how to pronounce her name, so please forgive. The Linda documentary. I think she grew up in that area. She is an earth angel.
What does that mean, Ed? What is an earth angel?
The documentary is called The Sound of My Voice. That's the title of the documentary.
Ah. All right, Mr. Wheelbug. Why don't you hide for a second?
Okay, Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt. Ronstadt. Ronstadt.
That is not a familiar name to me. There was a singer from the 70s whose name was Ronstadt, I think. Can't remember her first name. Alright, there's our Wheelbug. So.
An earth angel is a human being.
It has that large, sharp rostrum that it uses to stab and suck the guts out of other bugs. Oh, rostrum is a new word for me. A beak-like projection, especially a stiff snout or anterior prolongation of the head in an insect, crustacean, or cetacean. These beetles are easily recognized by the rostrum or beak. All right. So the brain bug in Starship Troopers had a rostrum.
Rostrum. Rostrum.
All right.
Mostly free of the metaphor and disharmonies most normal people keep for themselves and others.
So I got to figure out a way to boost your volume because my phone speakers are just not up to the task.
You can hear me well?
Not well, no. No, it's pretty bad sound. But it's my phone that's the problem. Okay. Huh? So now let's take all of this. And shrink it. Put it up here in the corner. Start again. What?
I wonder what she's like. I'm going to look up Linda.
An earth angel is a human being who leads a life of grace, making the lives of other humans better. Oh, right, Linda Ronstadt.
Is she an American singer?
Linda Ronstadt, yes.
Ed,
But Ed's talking about.
and Ed was talking about the documentary that he recently watched. It's on
Oh, I
Netflix.
see.
That's why. Oh, and,
So Linda Ronstadt is a Tejano. So I'm not sure if we're talking about one or two people here. If there's the singer who is now, as Ed describes, an earth angel, or if we're talking about two different women. All right.
she's a Tex-Mex Tejano. Melinda Ronstadt is from that region of Texas that mentioned that. I'm watching the trailer of Sonic Manhattan. There's the focus on itself in the movie.
All right. Ooh, what was that?
I watched the trailer.
How was it? Let's go back to this for a second. Uh-huh. All right. Oh, no. That's what I wanted to say. All right.
I watched the documentary now and now classified version. Yesterday's meal is free of disharmony. LOL, I get it. Check today. Little touches of disharmony. You want to go off balance and then on balance.
All right. You want to go off balance and then what? What?
And then back on balance.
Yeah. Okay, everybody.
You can't hear me well.
What's that? What'd you say?
You can't hear me well.
I cannot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my headphones back on, plug them into the phone, and Everybody in the chat, I'm afraid you won't be hearing Rose for a while. But I need her to tell me what's going on in the chat so I can keep my eyes on the screen with the drawing. Okay, it's just you and me now. Well, except everybody can hear my side. Alrighty. Yeah, I couldn't really understand you at all. I could barely hear that you were talking. Let's see. Yeah. So maybe summarize what's going on there in the chat. Ah, so that is an English language expression. It means, in my opinion. Yeah. Let's see. No, nobody can hear Rose but me. We're having some technical issues, and I had to put on the headset, or put on the headphones, which keeps her all to myself. What is the topic of the hour? it's odd. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that's a subjective opinion. Whoops. So, Earth Angel's my vocabulary for today. If I'd ever heard anybody use that phrase before. Yeah. Rose says she likes that term, Earth Angel. Alrighty. Ed's posted a rose emoji. Parker says, almost all to yourself. In many mythic systems, angels are non-corporeal helper beings. Yeah, well, I think that's true of Christianity, isn't it? Soldiers. Angels appear in a lot of kitschy art. Yeah. Rose says she believes in angels. Mm-hmm.
Lucifer.
I've unplugged you, so maybe say that again about the archangels. Oh, that's not what I thought would happen. All right. I've unplugged my headphones, so you're back audible to the group. Not very well. I don't know what's going on. Either we need to figure out a different way to get your voice here into the stream. Gosh darn it, where is the path not closed? Oh well, just fill it in by hand. Like a coloring book. Alright, let's go back down here.
And then I have got intuition that the Bodhisattva thing is.
What's Ed's intuition?
Well, his intuition is that the Bodhisattva thing is real. But no actual evidence, so it's personal orientation. Not a claim, I would assume. Well,
So how many bodhisattvas do we have in the chat? Has anybody taken the vow? The bodhisattva vow is that I will not accept final deliverance from suffering until everybody else has been saved. Anybody here? Anybody take that vow? Ed, are you a bodhisattva?
wow.
Hey, First is here. Hey, First, I started to listen to a live stream that you did recently. I was listening yesterday.
Morning first. Lads, yet I know of a few people who seem really wise or good. Parker says that is as serious as vow. No, I should not take a vow. And love, not me. And but I care about human suffering. I am far from indifferent to it. First, awesome, thanks for listening.
No worries. Hey, First, who is your guest in the stream? Let's see. Let's try that. There we are. And first, you can thank Google. It was Google who hit me with that notification that The stream was over, but the
First
recording was
event,
available.
Which stream?
First did a live broadcast with another YouTuber. Let's see if I can find it here. Well, actually, so he's asking me which stream. So I will have to take a little break here. Let's see. Let you know in a second. History. Watch history. Yes, please. Wow. I'll watch a bunch of crap on YouTube, I tell you. Here it is. Number 10. Tim the Cyborg.
Hello.
Tim the Cyborg.
Hello.
Okay. Back to the stream. Hello, Rodney.
Really confused.
All right. I think the wheel bug exercise is coming to a close here. Let's see. What was that? Oh. Got a message from Rose in WhatsApp. Yeah, I really can't hear you very well. It comes and goes. All right. Hi, headphones are back on. Yep, Tim the Cyborg, but there was a lot of call-in guests. Yeah, I didn't get to the guest portion, but I can resume it. Not bad, says Parker. On the bug? Yeah, I wanted to get some of that patterning and texture in there, but I think I'm gonna move on over to Clip Studio Paint at this point. Let's see. Well, let's do a little bit of this. What do I want to do? Hey, we're up to 100 messages already. Not bad. You go to experience the weirdness of the wheel bug. I got to experience. First, I posted a link to your YouTube channel on the Discord. Thank you for this moment of weirdness. Call in guests. That's some technical savvy. Yeah, no doubt. Actually, first, I'd like to talk to you about how to do that, because I am definitely still working out the bugs in this live stream thing. Anyway, Wheelbug, thank you for playing. Let's see. Oh, hey, Paul. Glad you're back. All right. Well, let's see. I'm popping over to Wikipedia, where the last article I read was Zennials. Let's see. Wheelbug. Wheelbug. The wheelbug is a species of large assassin bug in the family redividae, literally hangnail. The species is one of the largest terrestrial true bugs in North America, reaching up to 1.5 inches or 38 millimeters in length in their adult stage. They are sexually dimorphic, in that males are somewhat smaller than females. A characteristic structure is the wheel-shaped pronotal armor. Wheel bugs prey on caterpillars and beetles, such as Japanese beetles and cabbage worm, orange dogs, tent caterpillars, and the Mexican bean beetle, all of which they pierce with their beak to inject salivary fluids that dissolve soft tissue. Wheel bugs are most active in daylight, though they may engage in predatory behaviors at night in areas illuminated by lights. Because most of their prey are pests, wheel bugs are considered beneficial. So yeah, it seems like they pierce the exoskeleton of other bugs, inject some fluids to start dissolving the other bug from the inside, and I guess then they suck out the liquefied remains. Pretty grisly. Yep, Ed says, Parker, I suspect they inject liquefying poison first. They inject their stomach acids into their victims. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Hey, Jesse's here. Good morning, Jesse. All right, this is yesterday's drawing, so let's start a new one. No, not open one. Let's create a new one. What is today's date? Today is the 27th. June 27, 2020. All right. And time for the tabmate. So, got the headphones on. Alright. So, tabmate is working. Alright, what to draw? Yesterday I was drawing from reference. I think I'll do that again. Let's import an image. How about a wrestling image? What do we got? No, not that one. Well, maybe I could do that. Nah, I'm not going to do that. How about humans? Anybody like humans? I kind of like them. Here we are. How about Princess Jasmine smoking a bong? I think that shall be today's drawing. So, that's... Okay. Anything new in the chat? Huh. I don't see that yet. Yes, thank you to Jesse for help with that. A very magic lamp. Yes, yes indeed. Some humans like, some I do not. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm with you on that one, for sure. No, it's not. How is that racist, Ed? That's the origin of the term. Or maybe just the word Indian is racist to a Canadian. They say First Nations. Oh, good. Just kidding. Except in my head canon, Jasmine was always a stoner. That was her way of dealing with the pressures of forced marriage to somebody she doesn't like. Yeah, man, if I had to hang out with Jafar all day, let me tell you, I might be looking for something stronger than weed. All right. Jasmine's got a lighter. Now, all right. Now, all right. I think that joke's wearing a little thin. Let's see. Wow, she's got some long hair. Look at that. Goes down below her forearm there. Like that. Like that. Well, I'm afraid I'm not going to lend my creativity to that task. Let's see. Yeah, remember when the executives at Google were saying, yeah, all you need is the internet and young people and democracy will flourish just automatically? Didn't quite work out that way, did it? So that's just something people say here regularly in the U.S. That's why we can't have nice things. All right. Okay. Ah, all right. Yeah, we may well have that come spring 2021. After the election, nobody's going to do, neither party is going to do anything to try to help normal people. The Democrats, well, we'll see. We'll see. You know, I'm so used to drawing Joyce with her broad shoulders that now just drawing a a woman with a normal human build and making her bulkier than she should be. Okay, so the lighter is here. Flame. Let's see. Let's see. And no. Oh, I see I have new messages. Okay. Huh. That's weird. I don't see that message you're reading about Google. I don't see the word Google anywhere in the chat. Huh. Anyway. No, I don't. Who said it? Huh. Okay. I'm ready. I'll ask you that question later. What's that famous speech? Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, I remember that. I'm just, for some reason, I'm not seeing that message in the chat. Here, I'm gonna. Ed, Rose keeps reading to me something that you posted about Google and the left side of the bell curve and people posting stuff, and it's weird because I just don't see that in the chat at all. But I don't know what you mean, Ed. I see. That's yesterday's news, huh? Tell a police officer you're also a cop. Lol. Yeah. Yes. That's right. That's a KMO problem. I'm used to drawing salamander women. It's true. Very, very buff salamander women. Yeah. Cheeky what? Huh. Okay. So I see the repost. Yeah, the Google people didn't factor in all the left side of the bell curve people ready to hop on the internet and start sharing stuff. Okay, so left side of the bell curve people, you mean stupid people. You're not talking about left wingers. That was my confusion. I thought Ed was making a political statement. He's just talking about people being stupid. Well, it's not. It's not that I wait too long. I mean, the whole chat is supposedly archived. I can just scroll up and read stuff. But I scrolled up looking for that message from Ed where he's talking about Google, and I just didn't find it. Now, it could be I just wasn't looking hard enough. Here, let's do this. That didn't work. Let's try that. Okay. So as you can see, the chat is archived all the way back to the beginning. Oh, you guys aren't seeing what I'm showing you in real time. Anyway, eventually you will see me scrolling through the chat, looking for the first instance of Ed's mention of Google there, and the left side of the bell curve. Okay. So there's the repost. The Google people didn't factor in all the left side of the bell curve people. Yep. IQ bell curve. Yeah, I guess it's like Restream misses some chat. Doesn't get it all to me. Anyway, that's what Rose is here to help with. And there. So for now, I'm just going to move Jasmine off to the side and not actually look at the reference anymore. I'm just going to sketch in a figure here. I'll come back to get her hair proper. I'll get to those details later. I think her head should be dipped down more into her body. Ah. Let's see. What did I just do? There we go. Okay. What else we got? New messages, I see. Ed says, I'm using YouTube, not Restream. Yeah, I'm using Restream. So I can see chat from other sources as well. Bye, Parker. See you later. Do well. Godspeed. My IQ is so amazing, Ed, that it can't be plotted on the bell curve. It's 4D, baby. Uh-huh. My IQ, I'm afraid, is a falling number. So I'm hearing the constant noise, I guess, of the fan on your. No, that's all right. It's just amusing to me that you need a fan, because here it is definitely not fan season. You are north or south of the equator? Are you north of the equator? You're south. It doesn't make much difference, I guess, in the tropics. Let's see. So resume. Let's see. Okay, so it is fall or autumn for you as well. Yeah. Well south. Yeah. All right. So the seasons are the same for you as they are for me. One storm after another. There are things that come out in chat that are missed and fly under the radar in voice mode. It's counterintuitive. How is it counterintuitive, Les? Philippines is north, isn't it? Yep, it is. I'm glad that it's not officially called the Philippines. Is it not? Yeah, it is. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. Let's see. Named after King Philip. Or was it Emperor Philip? King or Emperor? King, alright. Of Austria, right? Let's see, here we are. Philippines, the Philippines. Officially, the Republic of the Philippines is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia, blah, blah, blah. Arrival of Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer leading a fleet for Spain, marked the beginning of Spanish colonization in 1543. Oh well. Back to drawing. there.
Please ask the
So we have a citizen of that country here on the line, and she says that it is the Philippines. Am I right?
And it's singular. It is singular. You don't say are.
The Philippines is?
Yes, it's a singular word.
Huh, all right. Now that's odd. I would have thought it was plural.
It's one country.
Yeah, true that. But what do we say about the United States? Do we say the United States is or the United States are? I guess it's is.
I'm guessing it is.
Am I the only American in the chat? Let's see. Oh, no, that needs to go back on the other screen.
Okay, I prefer to those. We have one that's for legs.
Let's see. I demand that you call it Philippines and not the Philippines. Okay. You have won this round. Yes. So Jasmine's leg over here. So we call it that. There's her big toe. Her toes. That's just barely peeking
Paul
out.
says the U.S. is.
The U.S. is.
You have a response. That's from Paul.
Okay. Well, Paul's my fellow countryman, and
Going back to your question, Les says, whilst conversing in chat mode, you glean so much about the person you're talking to. You think you'd be limited by symbols, hence counterintuitive, although refers to a thing. Paul says the Philippine Islands are.
well, sure, because the noun there is islands.
Don't really say the Philippine Islands anymore. Just say the Philippines.
You're behind the times, Ed.
That's from Paul.
Oh, it's from Paul. All right. Well, we're all getting educated here today. Educating one another.
I know it's an archipelago. It's made up of 7,000 islands, but you don't say the Philippine Islands.
Yeah. Some of those islands have got to be pretty darn small, because I sure don't see 7,000 of them on the map.
7,100
Wow.
if it's low tide.
If it's low tide, okay, so that tells me a lot. Some of those islands are pretty small.
Yeah.
They only exist at low tide. Alrighty, so now let's get some hair going here.
Les, I'm different in real life from my online persona, but I suppose everyone is different in various contexts and situations. True that. I wonder how Les is as a real person, and when he talks to her face to face.
Or is Les just an AI, a chatbot who's particularly sophisticated? No telling.
What if it's an AI? Yeah. Like that, it's always us versus them. You Americans are all the same.
What? It's always the U.S. versus them. You Americans are all the same. Interesting. We may all be the same, but we seem to hate each other right now.
And I have failed to convey the nuanced argument against God. But that's okay, we can move on.
Well, it's up to you. I'm just sitting here drawing pictures. If you want to dig in your heels on I mean, make your case. Go for it.
Fixated on this single article.
Definitely means something to Ed. He's got an obsession going. Huh.
Les says, KMS on to me, but I passed the Turing test.
Yeah, Turing test is inadequate. No question about it. Alrighty. Alright. Now I need to give Jasmine some fingers rather than just the glove hand or the mitten hand, which is what I've given her so far. Alright, Jasmine. Alright, time for some ink. Spent enough time on this. So, what's next?
I remember Bill Clinton was questioning during
Yes.
the Lewinsky scandal.
Yeah. He did try to weasel out of admitting that he'd had sex with an intern by disputing the meaning of the word is.
Well, what really is. Was it that?
Let's see.
What do you think?
Well, what really is. Alexa, define is.
The verb is usually defined as third person singular present indicative of be, which means used with the present participle or infinitive of the principal verb to indicate future action.
There you go. Clear as glass. Right? Everybody? All cleared up now on is? Let's see.
From Les, he's quoting Bill Clinton. I did not have sex with that woman. He was talking about the elder beast.
The elder beast. Yeah, I believe that Bill and Hillary don't share beds very often.
It's clear he married her only to get ahead, but only in the political sense.
Well, that's an accusation that has been thrown at those two for many years now, and is it true? I don't know. And I gotta say, I don't particularly care if Bill and Hillary are making the beast with two backs. They clearly did at one point. They have a daughter to show for it. So does everybody have a favorite Disney princess?
I have a favorite.
And I will defer to Maui If she wears a dress and has animal friends, and she's in a Disney movie, she's a princess. So Moana is a princess. Ah, Jesse's back. Let's see. I did not have sex with third person singular present indicative of a be or not to be. That is the question. You know, I have always, not always, but for years now, I have meant to memorize that particular speech, the to be or not to be speech, and I just never did get around to it. In fact, I think the only Shakespeare I have committed to memory is tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the path to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. I think that's the only Shakespeare I have at the ready. Let's see. Oh, there's no way I'm drawing all these dumb facets on this jewel. No chance of that. Okay. Jasmine, if you would, move off to the side. Now, ink. Little people. My favorite Disney princess is Ariel. All right, fair enough. Rose, did we get your vote for best Disney princess? You, Rose.
Sorry, what?
Did we get your vote for best Disney princess? What was your selection?
Belle.
Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Now, she's definitely a Disney heroine. I think Belle's the one you could probably argue is definitely not a princess.
Why?
Because her father is a tinkerer and he's just a working man. He's not a king. Supposedly Mulan's not a princess either.
Really?
Figure ruler. Mulan? Yeah, her father was. He seemed to be pretty rich, but he was, a former soldier, and just a guy living in retirement. He was not the emperor. It was the emperor's edict that called up conscripts to fight the Huns. Let's see, figure ruler, right? That's what I'm
Okay,
looking
I
for.
don't care. I still like Belle. You can call her a Disney character.
Well, she's definitely a Disney character, no question. Let's see. Alt? No. So in every program where you draw a circle and you want to constrain it to being a circle, that's usually Shift. But then there's another key that would let you draw it from the center rather than drag it from the corner, and that's often Alt, but Shift Alt here doesn't do that. And can I move that? No. No, I cannot. So, alright, we're back to struggling with the software, so I'm just going to do that freehand. What else we got? The Fat Squirrel and the Sword in the Stone. Not a princess, but kinda. You know, I'm not sure I've seen The Sword in the Stone since I was a little kid. In fact, all I really remember from that film is the wizard duel. Merlin versus Morgana, was it? Mulan, let's see, and squirrels are just tree rats. You know, squirrels are, anybody familiar with the YouTube channel Tier Zoo? It's like a nature documentary channel, except that the narrator is talking about different animals as if they were player character builds in a video game. And he did one ranking all the different rodent builds. You know, he ranks them A through F, and then the best tier is the S tier. And his S tier rodent was the squirrel. He was very impressed with the squirrel. And the rodent that got an F. Any guesses? Lamest rodent? If you guessed the capybara, you are correct. All right. Nope, not that. Alrighty, we're quiet. What's the conversation in the chat? What's going on?
Mulan is just a tomboy, and squirrels are just tree rats. She is super cute and loves the squire who turns out to be King Arthur. Capybara can swim long distances. Lamest rodent is the hamster.
Well, I think Tier Zoo would disagree with you on the hamster, and that the hamster has managed to work its way into the human party. So it would be a support tier for humanity, which makes it very powerful. Or at least well positioned to reproduce and complete its playthrough primary objective, which is, you know, make more hamsters. He has a very funny comparison of cats and dogs, where he basically says that cats aren't really, you know, they're not partners to us at all. They're just parasitic with their, what's the toxoplasmosis or something? The virus that cats infect humans with to and their prey, to diminish our fear. Alrighty. Toxoplasmosis, yes.
Les, I'm personally impressed with the beaver. Amazingly hardworking and intelligent engineers. There's no honor in being sold the world over as a slave. Monsters live in bondage. Cats have taken over the world.
The internet is made of cats.
Ed, have you seen the beaver exhibit at Algonquin Park Live? Toxoplasmosis.
Yeah. According to Tier Zoo, the beaver is low-tier trash.
It's a protozoa, not a virus.
Ah. All right. It's probably the thing I'll remember from the stream today. That Toxoplasmosis is a protozoan, not a virus. All right.
No, Ed, I have not, but he and my friend have been rescuing these beavers jams on this river for more than a year. The desert keeps rebuilding and refuses to move on. Ed, he was talking that beaver is an ecological keystone species. They can transform a landscape to cool. All beavers are under the protection of the Royal Canadian Armed Forces.
Ah.
All that have and doesn't want to live in ecological swamp. He lives by a river. The beaver harassment stops them.
Let's see. Tier Zoo. All right,
Also,
everybody.
you can make great hats.
This episode
out
was
of
sponsored by
beavers.
Squarespace.
I've never heard of a hats. Did you get that?
Also, you can make great hats out of beavers. I've never heard of a hamster fur hat. Well, you know, the fact that their fur is desirable would be a point against them. Also, you can... Yep. So, everybody, I've just posted in the link to Tier Zoo's ranking of rodents for your enjoyment and edification. Oh, I see. She's got this, like, taffeta stuff. I see what's happening here. That will come in just at the coloring stage. All right. What's this? The beaver can move on a leaf? Europe doesn't have wild animals anymore, says Ed. It's all built up. Only Siberia and the Americas have wilderness. How about China? Is there no wilderness in China? All right, almost there. I see.
It is all built up. Only Siberia and the Americas have wilderness. I am making a mockery of my own stereotypes. No wilderness in China, they eat everything.
They ate everything? At one point, perhaps. I've read some pretty horrific accounts of China during the famine that Mao created. Alrighty. So here's one of the coolest things about Clip Studio Paint. Oh, Jasmine has a ring. I need to put her ring in there. Let's see, can I just do it in ink? Which finger is it on? It's on the index finger, like that. Ooh, no. No. Here, her fingers need some help. Let's go. Gave her kind of meaty fingers there. Let's make those fingers more slender and feminine. Come on. There we go.
Everything is on the menu in China, and the weirdest and rare stuff is the birds. Although I wouldn't mind trying shark fin soup in a turtle shell.
Huh. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on the shark skin soup. Shark fin soup. Yeah.
From Ed, KMO, could you please refer me to an author or thinker who can help me with an economics question? What's your question, Ed? Let me try to...
Can you please refer me to an author / thinker who can help me with my economics question? Okay, he hasn't asked it yet. All right.
Okay, it's in the chat.
A placeholder
would be destructive.
Yep. Destructive versus regenerative economy. Example? You could have an economy based on meth production and distribution, or weapons production, sales, and war making, but that is ultimately destructive. But it is still a functioning economy that generates wealth. Yeah, you could argue that's basically what we have. All right. Okay, what do we got going on here? So what is the opposite of a destructive economy? It's a regenerative economy. Let's see. There are also economic systems that sustain human and natural welfare. I'd refer you to the broken window fallacy. So what is opposite of destructive economy? Is it regenerative economics? Yes. Just Google that phrase. Maybe it's like the indigenous idea of seventh generation thinking. Yeah. Ed, I would just say Google regenerative economics. People have been talking about this for a long time. In fact, I would be very surprised if you went to Amazon and did a search for regenerative economics and you didn't find a book with that exact title. Alrighty, Jasmine. You know, I think the person who could speak to your concerns there would be Charles Eisenstein. What else we got here? like planting an oak tree forest that will only be harvested in 300 years. That's how people on the earth should think, Ed, but it only takes one party pooper in a room to pass gas and ruin it for everyone. Yeah, it's the tragedy of the commons. Thanks very much for answering my question. Charles Eisenstein. Albert had a brother. Haha. Like the peacock's tail versus natural selection. Oof. Alrighty. Alright. Stop trying to stay inside the lines for now. Alright. And the belly. Best part about the whole harem girl princess outfit is the bare midriff. Think Jasmine does Pilates? How does she keep her abdomen so tight?
Well, please consider her lips and the bone aperture at the top.
Please consider her lips. You can't see her lips in this image. Now, what I will consider is she has a much more triangular face in the photo than I've given her in the drawing. Go back to the ink. Oh, it's going to be huge.
Unless, oh boy, that doesn't look good.
Oh yeah, I guess the bong is more ornate up there at the top. All right. Actually, all right. You know what? Just do the nose all over again.
Check the chat.
Oof.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Check the chat, you said. I'm just stretching a little bit. Okay, what do we got? Oh, wow. The upper half of the picture is very suggestive. Suggestible. The upper half of the picture is very suggestible. To me, it looks like her lips are fully surrounding the bong. Her lips are not depicted at all. Anyway. Shame on you, Ed, for thinking that. Did you know that Chicago has the biggest Polish immigrant population? Shame on Ed for thinking what? Oh, I see. Polish people feel more comfortable being in the middle, between things, geographically. Well, generally the Europeans tend to move to similar latitudes. The Scandinavians went to Minnesota and Wisconsin. That is why Florida has so many Sicilians. And Cubans and Puerto Ricans. You are once again dishing truth, Les. It does? Didn't know that. Ed, more economics questions, or any other questions, or debate. Okay, let's just start insulting each other for the adrenaline rush. I'm not in the mood for that, you simpleton. All right. Play nice, folks. All righty. I gotta get coffee. I'll be right back. Ooh. What was that? Midnight's Edge. I ignore the Midnight's Edge. Okay. But now it looks like she has a mustache. No, it doesn't. Come on, guys. Look. Bring it way down. I'm going to put some reflections on it so it looks like glass. It'll look right. Just chill, y'all. Okay. Here, we'll make it purple right now. Color layer, yep. Let's see. What's going on, Rose?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I gift you this emoji for Halloween. Just busting your balls, KMO. You've done a fine job of drawing a purple mustache on a woman. Ha ha. All right. All right. So Rose, earlier, Les was talking about how you can really get to know somebody very well in chat. What do you think of that? What's your opinion on that? Rose? What's your opinion on that? Les said that you can get to know somebody really well in chat, maybe more than in voice. You get the nuances of their personality better. What do you think?
You say that again.
I don't have it up in front of me. I mean, it's a ways back in the chat now, but Les was saying something to the effect of, you can really pick up a lot of personality nuance in chat. You can really get to know somebody very well that way, in a text chat.
Compared to voice?
I guess, yeah. Compared to voice, is that what you meant, Les?
Just compared to voice and mind.
If compared to voice, what?
If he's saying that text chat better, or like you get to know someone better with text chat better than voice, and I'm instant.
You disagree, yeah. Yeah, me too. I think it's easier to present a false front in text. Easier to get scammed in text. All right. How about some gold?
Okay, read his response.
You get to know some of what they don't show in real life. Lower inhibitions on chat. I agree about the lower inhibitions part, yes. It's like a different side. It's not false, it's just a different avatar in a different world. So a bong with clear glass with liquid in the bottom, which is transparent but kind of colored. It will be a very difficult thing to color, to represent in a simplified image like this. So we'll do that last.
Here's a response from Blood.
Different muscle groups, exercised via different modes of communication. It's a world within a world, which oddly enough is slowly leaking out and overtaking the larger, more real one. The parent world is starting to look more and more like the internet every day. So the parent world being IRL in the flesh. Let's see. Oh, it's already after 11. Thank you, Rose. Okay. Hey, everybody, I didn't get as far with this one as I had intended to. I'm not sure if I'll resume tomorrow or start on something else. Let's see. Come on. There we go. All right. All right. Hey, I have an idea. It involves saving the file. Crazy, huh? Let's see. We'll call it Jasmine. Nope. Jasmine. Is there an E? I don't know. Hits the bong. All right. Save. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for coming to the chat or coming to the live stream. I'll be doing it again tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Stay well.